Good morning, students. I, Arun Maskar from Ekalavya Residential School, Chikhaldara, welcome you in Maha EMRS e-learning project. Today, we have to discuss our topic, what is democracy, why democracy, of class ninth of social science, of political science, and today's subtopic is how the simple definition of democracy can be made adequate. So, here we go. In last topic, we had discussed about the definition of democracy by Abraham Lincoln. It is democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. This is very famous definition, but it is not necessary to accept any definition or any quotation just because it is famous. We have to think on it first, and after we can accept that definition or quotations. After that, we have discussed about simple definition of democracy. We had mentioned a simple definition of democracy, that is, democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. And this simple definition of democracy allows us to separate democracy from clearly non-democratic governments. We had seen the democratic government, non-democratic government of army rulers in Myanmar, General Augusto Pinochet's rule in Chile, and King of Saudi Arabia. And after that, we had discussed that this simple definition of democracy is not so adequate. So, how this definition can be made adequate? So, we are having some key features, some keywords in this simple definition of democracy. The first keyword of this simple definition of democracy is the rulers, because the definition of democracy is, recall that definition, democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. The ruler word is key word there. So, who are the rulers in this definition? Which officials must be elected for any government to be called a democracy? Which decisions may be taken by non-elected officials in a democracy? Then, second keyword of this definition is democratic election. So, what kind of election constitutes a democratic election? What conditions must be fulfilled for an election to be considered democratic? Then, our third keyword is people. So, who are the people who can elect the rulers or get elected as rulers? Should this include every citizen on an equal basis? Can a democracy deny some citizens this right? And at last, but not the least, form of government. What kind of a form of government is a democracy? Can elected rulers do whatever they want in a democracy? Or must a democratic government function with some limits? Is it necessary for a democracy to respect some rights of the citizens? So, these four keywords, rulers, democratic elections, people, and form of government are there in this simple definition of democracy. After that, we have to discuss about features of democracy. And after explanation of these features of democracy, we can call this democracy, the simple definition is adequate. So we have to made this definition as adequate by explaining these features of democracy with the help of some examples. So the first feature of democracy is major decisions by elected leaders. The second feature of democracy is free and fair electoral competition. The third feature of democracy is one person, one vote, one value. And the fourth feature of democracy is rule of law and respect for rights. So we have to discuss these four features of democracy in our next topic. So, dear friends, I hope you must have understood this topic. Good day. Thank you.